I went from senior engineer to head of IT, and it broke me. Not because I couldn't code, but because no one prepared me for what leadership really demands. It wasn't the tech that nearly wrecked me. It was the chaos, the people, the silence, when everyone looked at me like if I was supposed to know what to do. So I had 15 years in the game. I was in Berlin tech scene. I led features, mentored juniors, crushed it in my delivery goals. So when they hired me to be a senior, I was promised to be leading a squad, and I was ready. But then, everything exploded. The CTO quit, and one of the senior devs also left. And suddenly, I wasn't judged on my code quality. Now it was about managing people, resolving conflicts, giving directions, thinking like an executive, with no playbook, no feedback, just with expectations. And I feel like I've gone from senior developer to a junior leader. Because what got me here, clean code, high output, fast delivery, wasn't enough anymore. I had to shift, not from code to meetings, but from developer to multiplier. And looking back, these are the 3 lessons I wish someone would have told me before I ever took that chair. When I first got the offer, I thought, okay, cool, this is what success looks like. A title upgrade, bigger decisions, finally some recognition. But within 2 weeks, I realized that it was completely backwards. Leadership isn't a reward for being great at your job. It is a fundamental shift of what your job is. So here's the trap. You're carrying your whole identity into your new role. So as a senior engineer, I was optimizing for speed, clean PRs, fast delivery, deep work, minimal noise. But once I stepped into leadership, the mindset hurt me. I kept trying to win by doing more. More code, more fixes, more hours, and all it did was bury me. I was stuck in execution because my team was lost in confusion. And why? Because I hadn't pivoted. The real job of a leader isn't to do the work, it's to make the work possible. Your output shifts from what I built to what problems are we solving. How clear is the roadmap? Is the team aligned and unblocked? Does everyone know where we're going and why? Your value is no longer in what you can personally execute. It's about how to coordinate clarity and chaos. So the hard part, letting go of the code. This was brutal. There were days where I would see a bug and I know how to fix it faster than the others, but I will stop myself because fixing the bug wasn't my highest value in the team. Enabling someone to fix it and learn from it was. That's the leadership pivot. You go from solving problems to building people who solve problems. Again, leadership isn't a promotion, it's a new discipline. You're not leveling up your skill set, you're changing the entire game. Lesson number 2, output doesn't equal impact. And this one is crucial, especially for engineers transitioning to leadership, because it breaks the most deeply ingrained belief we carry. If I build more, I matter more. When I was a senior engineer, I lived by one metric: output. More code, more value, cleaner PRs, better engineer, sprint velocity, career velocity. And honestly, it worked for a while. But when I stepped into leadership, that equation stopped working overnight. I remember a week where I personally closed 5 tickets, and I was crushing every feature, putting PRs there, putting stuff on production. I was feeling like, okay, this is my week, I crush it. Then came up the team retro, and I felt like the PM was frustrated. The design team was not feeling really in the loop. And the juniors that I was supposed to mentor, they were burned and overwhelmed. And that's when it hit me. High output doesn't mean high impact, because I wasn't leading. I was just wording execution. And as a leader, your values shift from personal contribution to collective acceleration. Your success is measured in things like, did the team ship together? Is the roadmap still aligned with the business, for example? Are the right people working on the right problems? Did I grow trust? Did I unblock someone else? This is a brutal shift from high-performing ICs, because leadership isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about making everyone move faster than you. So picture this. As an IC, you're a lead guitarist. You're doing the best solos. But as a leader, you're the conductor. You don't play a note. But your band doesn't sound good without you. So you set the tempo, you keep everyone in rhythm, you make sure that the instruments come in the right time. So that is real impact. And I know this looks like invisible, but for anyone who still measures their success in story points. So if your team is stuck while you're busy crushing gyro tickets, you're not leading, you're just delaying the crash. Lesson number 3. You need systems, not hustles. This is where everyone changed from survival mode to sustainable leadership. This is the difference between burning out in the big chair and growing into it. In my early leadership journey, I tried to outwork the chaos. So a little bit of late nights, constant context, switching, reviewing PRs, writing docs, answering DMs, jumping into calls, hiring, interviewing, all at once. And I thought, if I just work harder, I will stay on top of it. But I wasn't staying on top of anything. I was drowning productively. Leadership isn't about working more hours. It's about working the hours on the system that produces the results, not in it. If your team's success depends on your presence 24/7, you haven't built a team. You have built a dependency. I'd had to learn to stop being the hero and start being the system architect. That meant create cadences for feedback, planning, and review, delegating decisions before they became bottlenecks, setting up onboarding that ran without me. At first, I felt like I was stepping back, but soon I saw it. The less I control, the more the team grew. So here's a quote from Atomic Habits by James Clear, and probably you know it. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall into the level of your systems. Because I had big goals, grow the team, modernize our stack, drive stability, but without the systems, I kept falling into reactivity. Hustle is chaotic. Systems are sustainable. Hustle gets you to senior, but system gets you to staff plus. Output alone isn't enough anymore. You need repeatable structures that make your team better without your constant presence. And that's what real leverage looks like. If you're always in the weeds, you're not leading. You're just surviving. Leadership isn't built on hustle. It's built on systems. This is the channel I wish I had 5 years ago because most of content for engineers is about tech, but no one teaches you how to lead when leadership finds you. So if you're stuck at the senior ceiling or terrified to step up, this space is for you. So I will share some frameworks, stories, and strategy. And if you're ready to grow from just a senior dev, then subscribe. I will share the roadmap so how you can become a senior, staff, EM, all the way to the CTO. And I will share new videos every week. So go ahead and let's build something bigger than code.